Tino Coach Chino Radio. It is B.O.B. What's up, sir?
What's up?
How's life?
Feeling good.
I mean,
being Bob. I mean, last time I checked in the mirror, I was Bob. And feels good.
You woke up today, you look in the mirror. What's the first thought?
Still me.
He's like, I'm good.
Good. Still here. I'm checked.
So let's before we even talk like the music and everything, man. You're a very intelligent guy, bro. I feel like when you make your statements and you say what you say about real life, people don't know how to take it because they're living in this bubble. You know what I'm saying? Do you feel like you're misunderstood by people, bro?
I mean, I really never think much about it. I mean, I guess with everything, it's kind of open to interpretation to a certain degree.
Very true.
Depending on who's listening to what you're saying, you can't spell it out for everybody. You kind of either understand or you don't.
What's the latest thing that you think you've caught some flack for? That you're like, why are you even tripping on this?
I don't know, man. These days it's everything. I feel like people are more sensitive now than they were back in the 90s.
We were just talking about that off the air. It's like for anything. Like, I mean, any type of joke, like if a comedian makes it, he's like, why would you say that about that? It's like, bro, Eddie Murphy and them were doing this back in the day. It's just, it is what it is.
I grew up listening to Eminem, too. So I'm like, I'm used to like, fuck you hard.
Eminem killed his wife on a song. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's like now
everybody
everybody breaks it down with like, you're not politically correct to this crowd. And so, but man, it's, you roll with the punches.
I think that's what's cool too about just the whole label thing you got going on with No Genre. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like you're not in this box, you're not in this bubble. You're doing what you want to do, which a lot of people don't do these days.
Yeah, I mean, that phrase, man, just perfectly describes what I do.
When does it hit you? Like this is what I got to go with. Because obviously when you're thinking of like a label name or a brand, that's you got to put some time into that. I would think because this is what's representing you and the people you rock with.
No Genre came from the mixtape. As soon as I put out after the Adventures of Bobby Ray, I put out No Genre.
Mm-hmm.
And years later, somebody was like, you should start a label called it No Genre. And I was like, you're right.
Does that person get any of the profit from No Genre for giving you the idea?
Well, if that person would like to request some, then yes.
Well, since we're on camera, I'll do it. Please. I need 15% of everything No Genre.
Oh. We're bringing the house down live here.
You see what happened? That's karma. I knew it was going to happen. Here, let's just do this. We're going to put it on tilt.
Yeah.
And that was
Put it
karma.
on
That
tilt
was
mode.
God saying, don't ask for what's not yours. That's how
I thought the Kool-Aid Man busted the interview like, I don't know what it was.
What did Kool-Aid Man say when he would come in?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's what he was. No,
Yeah.
that was the guy that came up with No Genre. He heard you say you ain't going to give him no
Oh,
money.
yeah.
He busted in real quick. What do you have a song you feel like maybe back in the day should have been bigger that wasn't? I always feel like In the Sky, that was one of my favorite records. I mean, I know that was a while back, but I was like, that should have been a bigger record, bro.
I mean, to be honest, man, every song that I put out before my first album, not every song, because like some mixtapes, like I'll put like 28 songs. Yeah. It was just unnecessary to put 28 songs.
That's what it was back in the day, though. When you were putting out mixtapes, it's like, yo, we got 30 records dropping, double disc with the cassette and the LP 12-inch. You had packages.
But like, yeah, man, it was like that, man. I put out so much music, and like it was because I was, really going through it with the label at the time, and I couldn't put out an album.
Yeah.
So I mean, all these album songs, I would hire bands to come in, all type of musicians, and then I have to just mixtape it, and it just be like,
yeah,
years later,
you putting all this work into it.
Yeah, man. But I feel like really just the whole body of work is kind of a story that I have to retell over and over again. It's
right.
like, because it's a lot of kids who like, when I was doing like a couple years ago when I first put out my first album, all the fans were like, Nothing on You Airplanes.
Yeah.
And then after that, it was like, yeah, I'm a fan of, Strange Clouds, Still in This Bitch, Headband. It's like, they really grow every 5 years.
Your fan base is like all over the place, and I mean that like in a good way because obviously like Airplane is such a big record and Nothing on You.
80.
But then you have the, the club records and the records like I mean you're kind of all over the place in the best way possible.
Yeah, exactly.
What where's your favorite place to tour outside of the U.S.?
I really like Toronto.
What is it specifically? women.
Yes.
Yeah, there it is. I figured.
Done. Interview over.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Boom, this falls again, and it's all good. I know you got to hit the stage and prep and get your greenery right before we go. Final thoughts, comments, concerns for the people watching, for the people listening.
First off, don't be nobody's bitch. No, I'm just joking.
Damn. I'm going to tattoo that right here. Like, don't be nobody's bitch.
On my forehead. Don't be nobody's. No. No, man. Just, follow me on Instagram, B.O.B. Follow me on Twitter, B.O.B.A.T.L. Be on the lookout for the No Genre Christmas album.
Yes.
Coming Thanksgiving. And I'm working on yeah. So
one thing I wanted to ask you, not to cut you out, but it just popped in my head. I saw in an interview you did recently, you said something that like stood out to me, and I just wanted you to touch on that real quick. Mm-hmm. You said everybody's backstage, nobody wants to be in the audience. I thought that was dope. I don't even know if you remember saying that, but I saw that in an interview and I was like, yo, that is super dope.
Both literally and figuratively.
I mean, yeah, like it's like one, everyone's backstage for no reason all the time. 20 people come on stage and it's like, what's going on? But even at that, it's like people don't want to be original. They don't want to do their own thing. They want to do what everyone else is doing or be part of that crowd. I mean,
man.
Speak on it.
Man, it's like the game is really set up to where you can be whatever type of artist you want to be.
Right.
You can really be innovative, but it's like it takes a special type of person to really step outside the box and to not just do that, but be comfortable doing it. You know what I mean? And then, that's really what creates the lanes, man. And that's what No Genre is all about, man. Really being bold to step into any pair of shoes.
There it is. When's the All Harmonica album dropping?
How'd you know? Who told him?
So that's why he didn't want to say it. That's the Christmas album. Interview's done. B.O.B. Thanks for the time. Tino Coach Chino Radio.
You know what it is, man. It's B.O.B. Bop, bop, Bobby.